Hi, I'm Debbie, and welcome to my channel, Divine Destiny with Debbie. Today we're reading for April 27th through the 30th, Monday through Thursday, for my Aries. Hello, my Aries. How are you? Well, you know that Monday through Thursday I use my two Radley Valentine decks. I use my Archangel Power Tarot cards for my main message. And then I try to pull just one card from my Angel Tarot cards. I have prayed, meditated, and infused both decks with Reiki energy, but remember, this is a general reading. It may or may not resonate. Take what you like, leave the rest. Okay, one card has already fallen out. Let's go ahead. Thank you, everyone. We are getting through this together, aren't we? Yes, best way to go. So thank you, my Aries. Now, I am an intuitive channeler, and what that means is I open myself up to my higher power, and whatever the message is that needs to come through for whoever out there, it just does. Now, 3 cards are face down. The first 2 are reversed. Let's see what we have from my Aries for Monday through Thursday. My Aries, I'm feeling a little bit of, I'm feeling a little, shortness of breath. I'm feeling kind of like some anticipation, some, not anxiety, but just kind of like, oh my gosh, is it going to happen? Is it going to happen? Is it going to happen? So I'm feeling that for you, okay? I'm feeling like you're, like next week's going to kind of make your heart flutter a little bit. I'm not saying medically. If you're having problems breathing, please have that checked out, or heart. But I'm feeling kind of like my Aries, you're like anticipating some changes coming. Okay. Positive changes. Okay, 3 cards. Like I said, the first card is reversed. Here we go. Here we have the 3 of Ariel. Ariel, and you get this periodically. More so, I think, than more so. Anyway, this is Ariel. This is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy, solid energy, someone you can touch. A lot of times this has to do with money that comes from an opportunity, or from a job, or from a career type of thing. And this is about you figuring out what is it that you want? What is it that you love? What do you want to be doing? Now, any of this, I tend to go and read more for the work, job, career. It could be something to do with personal, interpersonal, or intimate, and it could be something to do with family. So it could be something to do with the home. It could be something to do with gathering, but my feeling with this is, my Aries, is that you're looking for that thing that intrigues you, that job, that career, possibly that person that intrigues you. You're looking for just that, a little bit of that new excitement, okay? And like I said, I felt that, oh my gosh, it's, like you might be feeling it too. Okay, so anyway, the 3 of Ariel is do what you love, a time of great personal growth in your career or artistic endeavors, working with others in a cooperative manner. Your next card, again reversed, is that 5 of Raphael. Okay, Raphael is our water energy, our fluid energy, our emotional energy. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. And so this is, 5s are about some changes. So there could be some of this emotional type of changes. So maybe you're just a little worried about these types of changes that are happening. But 5s can be positive, can be negative, and it could just be net neutral. But either way, it can have some anxiety to it. It can be kind of like, oh my gosh, am I ready for this? I want it, so maybe there's this leap of faith that you're taking. There's this jump into this new career. I've talked about a lot of Aries, possibly graduating, moving into their next step. And it's kind of like, oh my gosh, what is my next step? So there could be a little bit of trepidation. But the thing is, you need to make sure that, this is for this next week. You need to make sure that you connect with that higher power, your higher power, guardian angel, spirit guide, voice of the universe, your divine. Because, this will tell you things happen for a reason, okay? Things happen for a reason. And you may come across, there might be that wonderful job that you've been applying for, or that personal, that you thought this was it, and then things kind of went south very quickly on it. And then you kind of look back and say, oh my gosh, because if I had gone that route, I wouldn't have had something better. Okay, kind of reminds me of one of Garth Brooks' songs. unanswered prayers. Okay? Hope that makes sense to you. Anyway, everything happens for a reason. Release regret and embrace the opportunities for happiness. Search for the silver lining. So a lot of that is about letting things go and going forward with your plans, going forward with your life. Your next card, your last card, is the moon. Okay, remember we had the 23rd, we had the moon. It's a new moon. So the new moon to the full moon. And what is that, May 5th or May 7th? I'm sorry, it's going to be in Scorpio. I remember that. But the new moon to the full moon is that time for you to request. So this is, again, that time. Put it out there, my Aries. I know people say, oh, damn, I feel... No, to me, I'm not saying to worship the moon. This is, again, reaching out to your higher power and putting it out there. It just kind of gives you something a little bit to concentrate on, and it puts that energy. Remember, though, with the moon, there could be all those different phases. We always see the one side of the moon. We never see the back side. So a lot of times you can put that out there, and the thing is, you don't know. Because you put it out there, you're releasing it. It's almost like kind of saying, okay, hey, this is what I'm looking for. Is anyone out there? And then one of your angels comes up and says, oh, you know what? Maybe not this per se, but I've got something real similar for it. So there's things that work behind the scenes, things that we're not quite aware of. Okay. So the moon is Archangel Heniel, the opportunity to improve your plans, listen to your intuition for accurate guidance, face your fears, and grow stronger. So there's a lot of things, there is that thing about facing fears. Now, sometimes it can be, again, that feeling that I was getting before. It could be a little bit, like I said, it was a little trepidation. But the thing is, again, too, you know me with this. If you don't try, the answer is always no. But I don't really feel it's that per se. It's just pursue the opportunities. Look for what it is. What is it that you want, my Aries? Because this is next week. It's kind of saying, it's very much a time of great personal growth in your career or artistic endeavors. Do what you love. You have, things happen, but the opportunities to improve your plans, things that, make sure you connect with your higher power, because things are happening that you may not necessarily know. Okay? Okay. Let's go on. Last card. Here we go. Face down. The Queen of Air. Now, air energy. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. This is, a lot of this could be, you could be hearing news. It could be your Wi-Fi, your downloads. It could be even your own thoughts. It's those, it's that intellect. It's things that you might even know. Now, the interesting thing here is that you have the water and the moon kind of saying, listen to your intuition. Now, this could also be, with intuition, is it intuition or is it wishful thinking? So, sometimes you have to balance that out. Now, that's more Libra with that too. But sometimes you have to look at it and say, okay, it's more, okay, this could be, I'm getting this idea. I think I need to do this. Another thing that you can do is when you feel like I need to do this and it doesn't make sense is, does it hurt anyone? If it hurts anyone, then you don't do it. But it's like if you're driving down the street and you're like, I think I need to go that way, and you turn because it doesn't hurt anyone, and then you want, you could wind up like in a sale, like, oh my gosh, I need, or it could be just happenstance that you avoid an accident, things that you don't quite know. So like, again, one of the things is it wishful thinking? Is it intuition? And the other thing is, if I listen to it, does it hurt anyone? Okay, that's a really good marker. Okay. So the Queen of Air is independent, experienced, realistic, and witty. Objective decision-making, clearing away all that no longer serves you. So that when we talk about facing your fears, when we talk about release, regret, you've got to let that go, because you can't move on with letting that go, okay? Seeing the humor in a situation, and part of that I feel is being optimistic, having some fun with it, and not necessarily being like, oh dear, not being Eeyore from the from Winnie the Pooh, okay? So actually, things are moving for you. They may not necessarily be seen. You may not see them. You may not, but the thing is, pursue what it is you love. We only have one life. You know, there could be reincarnation. I'm not going to test the theory, okay? But I know that as of Debbie, for Debbie, this is the only Debbie there is. And, you know, maybe, like I said, could be coming back as something else or someone else. But, so, do what you love, my Aries. Go for it. Like, you know, okay. So my Aries, if you enjoy my readings, remember those buttons, but plus the thumbs up. As always, my Aries, know that you are loved. Stay safe and be blessed. Bye-bye.